Hey everybody, it's Lindsey here. Just taking a break doing a little puzzling and wanted to give you an update on what's happening here at Sigma Design. Like years past, we do have a strategic initiative, and this year it's called Operational Excellence. The purpose of this year's SI is to focus on our process and how we do what we do. And what I mean by that is it's time for us to take a look at how our processes really match our business and really help us do what we do the most efficient way possible. And so right now we're in the process of looking at all of our business from a top-down approach and really honing in on what it is we do and making sure we're asking the question why a lot. So we really want to make sure people understand why they're doing what they're doing, and if they don't have a good answer why, maybe we don't need to do that anymore. It means that our projects here will get done more efficiently, which is always a better result for our customers. Speaking of customer projects, let's go to the lab and check out what we're working on right now.
Hey Lindsey, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good.
Good. Tell me what you're working on.
Well, so this here is integration. That's we call it taper lock machining station.
Okay.
The client asked us to retrofit a system they already had, actually 3 of them, with a new feed system. So they've got a CNC and a robot arm loading it, but there's 2 operator hands-on. So they wanted to reduce operator intervention time and improve their throughput. They came to us to ask us to do this, and I can show you what we come up with.
Yeah, please do.
The client is a fan of these Azuril shake tables, vibration tables. You've got different profiles. You can move the parts forward, backward, left, right. You can center them. You can flip them over. It does work to move the parts around in predetermined ways.
Okay.
And we have a machine vision system that has logic that drives these profiles. And then feeding that, we have this hopper, which we can put a full tote of parts into the hopper.
Okay.
And then an in-feed conveyor with some proximity sensors that check that there's parts on the conveyor.
Yep.
Those dump onto the table. The robot loads into the CNC, unloads the part that's done, and sticks it in the chute, which comes out this outfeed conveyor and back into the tote. This is number 2 of 3. Kind of a replication of effort, but it's not as simple as just copy and paste. It had a whole unique set of challenges as far as devices talking to each other, and supposedly the hardware is the same between units, but we know that's not how that works.
Sure. I gotta get it.
Yeah, the best view might be over here. I don't know. We've been able to achieve, depending on the part, around a 4.5 second cycle time. So every 4.5 seconds, that's doing an unload, reload, dump, pick another part. 4.5 seconds on average.
Nice.
It's good work. I'm glad to be part of it.
Awesome, Ian. Thanks so much for chatting and telling me all about your project.
Absolutely.
Really cool.
Glad to talk about it.
All right, see you later.
Yeah.
Hey, Heather. You want to come chat?
Yep.
Cool. How's it going?
It's going great. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. Just wanted to chat with you a little bit, learn more about you and your history and how you ended up at Sigma and all those great things. So where were you before this?
So I worked at a gummy vitamin manufacturer, so a lot different than here. I started off as a chemist in their lab, so my degree's in chemistry. So I was doing quality testing there and then moved up to EHS at that company and was there for a long time. I can't even remember. But before that, my first sort of foray into EHS was when I had my first job out of school. I moved up to Portland and started working at a custom chemical manufacturer. And about a year after I started working, we had a massive explosion.
Oh my goodness.
So we had to quickly evaluate all of our safety procedures and do some environmental things because we were on the Columbia River Slough. And so we had to deal with all sorts of EPA regulations.
How did you get to be a chemist?
So I got my first chemistry set in 3rd grade, and I have been a fan ever since. Outside of work, I do a ton of baking, which is chemistry in the kitchen. So it's sort of always been a thread in my life. You know, I do science experiments at home with my kids when they're little, so that's sort of just always been there.
What's your favorite thing to bake right now?
Whatever the next recipe is. I like to try new things. So cookies, cakes, breads, scones, sweet, savory, doesn't matter.
If you could have any superpower, what would it be and why?
So I would choose teleportation so that I can travel, see the world, go wherever I want to go.
And if you could do that, where would you travel to?
Right now, anywhere like warm, sunny beaches. Even in the summer, I'm always craving warm and sunny.
Well, it was great chatting with you, Heather. I think we should teleport our way to a beach. What do you think?
Sounds fantastic to me.
All right, let's do it.